Hi, everyone, and welcome to the WP Minute. I'm Eric Karkovac. Today's episode features a segment from our May 2026 member meetup, where we discussed AI workflows. Austin Ginder stopped by to show us how he's using Claude Code to perform comprehensive security audits. Note that this is the first in a series of WP Minute member meetups. The first portion of our meetup is recorded and is followed by a members-only Q&A session. Consider joining for free or supporting us with an annual pledge by visiting thewpminute.com/membership.
Yeah, I mean, for me, the big unlock was back in February when I started to use Claude Code for cleaning up malware. And for the first time ever doing like a forensic style investigation into how a malware happened for my customer site was when I was like, oh, wow, this is really amazing. AI can just connect the dots in a way that was previously impossible. It didn't matter if you're paying for a security cleanup service, uh, uh, or you hired someone to kind of like help clean up a site. Like it was just impossible before AI to get the level of detail that you can get out of AI because it can just like, it can correlate IP addresses to logged in users to this is the file that got hacked and this is the file that got forged. And here's all the other files that relates to this one file getting forged. And this is probably the plugin. So its ability to get to the root of the issue is just um, to a level that was previously not possible. So it's not like AI is like a faster way of doing something. It's literally you're able to do things that were not possible before.
Yeah, I mean, we've all had sites hacked, right? And you get these backdoors in the site, and you may clean up the file that was compromised or whatever was added to your site, but you still don't know how they got in. So it looks like AI is just that extra helper to kind of go through the code for you and say, "Hey, this might be worth looking at." So that's powerful, and I'm glad you were able to discover how to do this. I'm going to ask you to share your screen, and we'll
Yep.
see what you have here and
All
how
right.
this all works. This is something I know, like we're all going to want to be able to do this with our sites because security is going to continue to be a problem.
So what I have on my screen is just a terminal, and I'm going to boot up Claude and on a site. Actually, before that, let's see here. So this is a pretty empty site. Oh, wrong one. We'll take a look at this site. So this site's got like 2 plugins installed, and it's I'm looking at a local WordPress site. Um, and I'm going to go into Claude with dangerous mode. It's kind of where I live. Um, my entire life is on the dangerously skip permissions. So real quick about that is if you're not opening Claude Code with dangerous skip permissions, basically anytime Claude wants to do something that's outside the directory or that's considered dangerous, it'll prompt you. So you have to babysit it. Yes, I want to proceed. Yes, I want to proceed. If you do dangerously skip permissions, it's just like it just keeps going, whatever goal you give it or whatever you're doing. So the demo I want to show is just very simple that anyone can do. This is like for a non-technical user. So I am in the terminal. You can do some of this in with the Claude Code desktop app that might actually be more appropriate for most folks. Uh, but it's just to ask a question like this. Hey, I'd like to audit my WP content plugins directory for any security issues. Um, do you, can you do an audit? And then the key phrase is here, spin up subagents as needed in order to do a deep look at each one. Now, the reason I have this in the prompt is because Claude Code will get lazy and it'll do like a brief scan, but it's not going to go in depth. And when you give it the ability to spin up subagents, what it will do is it will take a look at your code base, break it up in different parts, fire up different agents that will burn through tokens independently, and then it'll come back with like a correlated report of here's what I found. All right, so on this site, very small demo, but it found 2 plugins. League report, it's a custom plugin I was working on for a side project, user switching, third-party plugin. And it's going to spawn parallel subagents. There, it's got the one, and it's going to burn through tokens. And what this is doing is, like, I'm not using any skills here. It's just a simple, hey, look at my plugins. Is there any code vulnerabilities? Like, that's literally all you have to do.